Hello, everyone. Yo, let me lower my mic. Hello, everyone. Yo, yo. I don't know. I cracking up on myself. Yo, what's up, everyone? Seku-Senpai here. Here's Umineko When They Cry. I mean, I got the giggles all of a sudden. I got the giggles when it's burning hot in here. Yo, how's everyone doing? Good evening to you, Victor. How's everyone doing today? On this fine evening. Yeah, it's evening for me. Evening over here on the East Coast. But yo, we're back for some Umineko. Let's see how much we get down today. I tried to do my hair before, but this heat's messing me up my hair. I was like, yo, dang, my hair's so thick, man. I can't do a single pick. Whatever, though. It is what it is. And we are immersed. So, yo, let's get this going. Because I have a fan underneath my desk now. It also tells me the temperature. It's currently 90 degrees in my bedroom. So, my fan on? Yo, why is this one off? Yo. So, yeah, I'm burning up a bit. But it is what it is. Hold up a sec. Let me just change my webcam for a second. I don't like when it's like wide viewed like that. Yeah, here we go. Want to zoom it in a little bit. Okay, so I know last time we actually started. Yeah, we started episode 6, and Battler, we got to see Sorcerer Supreme Battler. Yo. Okay, let's zoom that in. You want to zoom in? Okay, there we go. Flip that up a bit. And there we go. Yeah, that's what I like. Is it centered? Pan. Yeah, I think that's centered. I think that's good. There we go. And okay. Hello, June Jays. Yo, what's up? Hello, welcome. How is everyone doing? How are you doing? Okay, good. Okay, now let me switch that. Let's go. Why is the game not opening? Okay. Oh, my headphones aren't even plugged in yet. You know what's crazy? Last week I think was when I told you that my other headphones broke. That they're currently being fixed still. I actually found out why I stopped using these other ones is because these ones are also broken. The other day I was like putting them back, like retracting the sides, and I realized I can't retract this side. I don't know what's going on with my headphones. And I see why I stopped using these. But we're here for Umineko though, not to complain about headphones. Bit of both. Why not? It is what it is. And game still won't open. Okay, let me make sure all my audio is good first. Okay, there we go. So my mic's actually good now. And there we go. Now the game is opening. But yeah, we started off episode 6. I kind of like started talking and I got distracted. But yeah, we started episode 6. Sorcerer Supreme Battler is over here doing his thing. The Endless Sorcerer. And yeah, then Beatrice, she's not really OG Beatrice. She's, not the same character. Well, same person, but y'all know. Explaining is just a pain. What else is there? Yeah, I think we're starting off, on day 1 of the whole family conference thing. We also Anji, as well as Featherine, Augustus, yada yada yada. I don't know her full name. Or is it Augustus Featherine? Whatever. We're going to see. Bum, bum. And we're on Dawn. True feelings. True feelings. Okay, let me make sure my phone's off because it's been going off wild today. I don't know what's up with spam, but spam going wild on my phone. Okay, yo. Okay. Where we at? Okay, Anji side. Yep. Yeah, reborn. Yep. Yeah, Featherine Augustus Aurora. What a title. And I think my full name's long. Jeez. Yo, Featherine Augustus Aurora. Okay. You got her, Anji doing her thing. Yeah, I'm glad Anji back. I mean, I had a feeling she's gonna return. I mean, much like other characters. I mean, we already know about the whole thingy magic, but you know, on Rokkenjima this day, or rather this time around, it was the same as any other. Hold up. Okay, good. Oh, that's good. Nice. Okay. The typhoon would be coming very soon. The clouds hadn't yet grown thick, but they were moving quickly. Bang, bang, bang. Hey, Natsuhi! Genji. The only thing on Natsuhi's mind was the plan to cover up Kinzo's absence this year as well. Yup. Yo, Last Life, what is up? How you doing? Welcome. I don't know why I did a peace sign. Cross appeared to have suffered a stomachache from the stress and was resting in his room. Yo, that bed looked uncomfortable. Okay, hey, Will Captain dude, I about to mention you too. Jessica and Kumasawa had left on a boat to go shopping and greet the incoming relatives on Nijima. The servants had been busy since the early morning in preparation for the family conference, the greatest event of the year. Shannon and Kanon were getting the guest house ready. Yeah. Work is work. Hey. Yo, it's about to get even more annoying having to hear all of them relatives arguing left and back and forth, man. Like, Shannon gave a non-committal smile as she performed a detailed examination of the guest room. Did we forget to clean anything? Do we need to restock anything? She diligently gave the room one final check over.
昨夜も入念に点検したじゃないか。姉さんは本当に豆だな。
こういう日に限って油断するといたずらされるの。いざって時、大切なものが見つからなかったり、閉めておいたはずのものが開いてたり。
姉さんはそそっかしいからね。よく確認しながら仕事をしないからだよ。
だから。私と一緒に点検してくれてるんだよね。ありがとう。
別に感謝されることじゃないよ。姉さんがしっかりしてくれれば。
I'm trying to think of how many interactions we have with both Shannon and Kanon like this.
本当は
Like I know it's
私と一緒
happened,
にい
but
たいんだよね。
it's nice seeing it
甘えん
though.
坊さんなんだから。
そんなんじゃないってば。
When they're what, a year apart?
姉さんは最近ジョージ様のことで浮かれてるみたいだからね。ミスが多そうで見てられないだけだよ。
Hey, got George on her mind.
カノン君、ちょっとおしゃべりしよっか。
It's a nice convo.
仕事中だよ。
私とジョージ様のことばかり茶化して、カノン君とジェシカ様はどうなの？
Yeah, Kanon, how's that
何
going?
もないよ。そんなことよりちゃんと仕事は。
Yo, Kanon was very obviously trying to change the subject, so Shannon snuck up behind him and pushed him down onto the bed. Oh.
お嬢様に一緒に親族の方々をお迎えに行こうって誘われたのに、どうして断ったの？
He's afraid of getting too close because he's furniture.
仕事があるし。
嘘。仕事なんか何もないくせに。
Excuses. Shannon and Kanon were what? Shannon and Kanon had switched roles. Normally Kanon was the one in control, but when it came to romance, it was the opposite. I could see that. As Shannon had said, Jessica and Kanon were supposed to have been the ones to go greet the the relatives at the Najima harbor. However, Kanon had suddenly claimed that he had work to do, so Kumasawa had gone instead. Okay, interesting. Huh. Kanon didn't have any work to do. Shannon knew this.
お嬢様、言って文化祭の時のことがあっても。
Yep, I can't forget about the culture festival. Yo, I was watching a video online actually with that song playing, and someone remixed it.
家具なのに
Yep, here we go, furniture. There we go, man.
私も家具だね。
なのに姉さんは人間と恋をしてる。できるわけなんてないのに。
Huh.
そうかな。そう決めつけてるから、私たちは家具なんじゃないかな。
僕はジェシカお嬢様のことを何とも思ってない。お仕えする後ろ宮家のご令嬢だとしか思ってない。
本当に？
Really, man? I mean, are you just trying to convince himself that again? Why he also didn't decide to go?
私ね、ひょっとすると今夜ジョージ様に求婚されるかもしれない。
Yeah, she had an idea that was going to happen. Shannon wore an incredible peaceful smile on her face, but Kanon could tell that there was no way she'd let him change the subject. Kanon realized that she must have made him help out here in the guest house in order to talk to him about this, and he clicked his tongue softly.
人間と結婚なんかできるつもりなの？
She about to try.
できると思う。
無理だね。
どうして？
ジョージ様の描く未来の夢を姉さんは叶えられない。
それは
僕たちは人間じゃない。それに劣る家具。ジョージ様は姉さんを人間だと思い込んでるだけ。
それはそうかもしれないけど。
But I don't think George is gonna see her as that.
今日までよく騙し通してこれたものだと思うよ。
What's her real name? Sayo?
そうやっていつまでジョージ様を騙し通せるつもりなの？自分が家具であることを未だに話せない姉さんが。
Even though you still haven't been able to tell him that you're furniture.
影とか人間とか。
How's she supposed to tell him that?
ジョージ様は私のすべ
Yeah,
て
he'll
を受け
accept
止
her
めてくれ
still.
ると思う
Like,
の。
yo, what is going on?
それを確かめる勇気もないくせに。
Yo, the parallel of this conversation over the chat than this one I'm looking at right here. Oh man.
求婚
Planning
受けて
on.
みようと思うの。
As Shannon looked up at the ceiling, she spoke of the imagined future that she and George would create. Though some anxiety over the future appeared on her face, so did joy from discovering what it was like to live with love. As Kanon watched this vivid dream he was being shown, he knew that none of his words would reach Shannon anymore. Yeah, she already has her goal in mind, romance in mind, and in heart.
好きにしたらいいよ。姉さんは一度言い出したらどこまでも頑固だから。
I get that.
私の生きたいように生きてみたい。もう家具だからとか人間だからとかそういうのに怯えるのはやめようと思
About
うの。
who's furniture and who's human. Huh. Interesting. Stopped worrying about who's furniture and who's human. Huh. Kanon walked over to the window silently. He saw the Okay, good. He saw the rose garden filled with boring gray flowers in bloom. He understood that Shannon was acting above her place, and he knew that her tale had no chance of a happy ending. However, he also knew that now Shannon had made her decision. No words of his could change her mind.
なら僕が言えることなんて何もないよ。やめろと言っても姉さんは聞かない。好きにすればと言えば好きにする。なんで僕にそんな話をするのさ。僕の答えなんて姉さんは何も求めてないじゃないか。
私が知りたいのはカノン君のお嬢様への気持ちなの。
She wants him to be honest, open about it, you know?
カノン君は本当にお嬢様のことは何とも思っていないの？
You feel absolutely nothing, man? Lies. Cap.
どうして嘘だってわかるの？
わかるもん。姉さんだもん。
Yeah, she knows, man. She can see your signs, the chemistry that you have, the feelings that are going on. Well, chemistry? I don't really know if chemistry is a word I want to use, but...
本当にわかってるならどうして聞くんだよ。姉さんはジョージ様のことでもう胸も頭もいっぱいじゃないか。そして僕もそんな一途な姉さんが大好きなんだ。だから僕なりに応援してるんじゃないか。そうでなかったら僕だって
Even I.
僕だって
お嬢様を好きになりたかった。
Okay. There we go. Kanon finally turned to face her, honestly and openly telling her his real emotions. Yep, that's what Shannon had wanted to hear. Yep, there you go, Kanon. Little expression right there, man. And having heard it, she closed in for even further on Kanon's true feelings.
そんな言い方じゃダメ。許さない。
じゃあどうすればいいんだよ。なんて言えばいいんだよ。
好きになりたかったなんて言い方でごまかさないで。カノン君の素直な気持ちをそのまま口にすればいいの。
僕には眩しすぎるんだよ。お
Too
嬢様が
dazzling for me, compared to me, a piece of
太陽の
furniture.
ようで生き様が眩しすぎて、そんなお嬢様が好きなんだ。そんなお嬢様に手を差し伸べられて共に歩こうと言ってもらえて嬉しかった。
Okay.
嬉しいんだ。
好きなんだよね。
ああ、好きさ。お嬢様が大好きだ。
Hey, there you go, confession. Finally, Kanon confessed his feelings to her in their entirety. In fact, by saying it aloud, he finally understood how he truly felt. As passionate tears welled up in his eyes, Kanon finally accepted it. He couldn't stop the tears from dripping down his
お
face.
嬢様も僕もこの島に閉じ込められて何の希望もなく生きてるのは全く同じだっ
That was
た。
for the
なのにお嬢様は
facts, yo.
自らの道を自ら照らし、自らの足で運命を切り開くんだ。それが眩しくて羨ましくて。
Okay.
お
Okay,
嬢
so
様と
this
一
is
緒に
like
な
the
ら
root of his feelings right here.
こんなに
Okay.
素晴らしい自分じゃない別な本当の自分を見つけられそうな気がして。
お嬢様の告白を拒絶して。
Yeah, I remember that. I remember when he turned that down.
悲しかった。
Yeah, of course he was sad.
自分につく嘘が
I was a sad scene, actually, man.
悔しい。そして僕のそんな嘘が
I mean,
お嬢様を傷つけた
rejection never is
たまらなく
happy.
許せなかった。そんな自分にもう二度と恋をする資格なんてないと思ってた。
あるよ。恋の資格はね、自分だけが与えられるの。
Only you could give yourself. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, with Shannon right there.
そんなの関係な
Yeah,
い。
regardless of being
ダメ
furniture.
だって自分で決めたらもうダメなの。決めつけちゃダメ。だから私は与えたよ。この身の程知らずな家具の身に恋の資格を。だからカノン君にだってあるよ。
恋をする資格が。
あなたにあげられないなら私があげる。
ありがとう。 僕は
Hey,
やっと海が見ら
I
れ
can
る気がする。
finally see the sea. Okay. Nice little scene right there.
ジョージ様は今夜私に求婚すると思う。求婚を私は受けて
I will accept. Okay.
この島を出てジョージ様と新しい天地で新しい
Yeah,
生活をするつもり。
Being on this island for how many years? Like, man.
姉さんの選んだ道だというなら僕に何も言えるわけがない。
You know, when you say that, you actually make me think. I mean, but he's saying he's envying her for that. So, ooh, you're getting into some interesting stuff right there.
この島を出てそしてこの の島へ
I'd
は
rather be here.
二度と帰らない。カノン君とはお別れになる。
And she wanna leave, yeah.
そうだね、僕たちはお別れだね。
Never ever again?
もし
Like
カノン君が心の底からお嬢様を愛していて、それが私のジョージさんへの思いと同じか、私はあなたと
you
決
need
着
to
をつけ
settle
なきゃ
this.
ならない。
Okay.
姉さん、
それがお互いのため。カノン君の思いを、私を理由に諦めないで。
Okay. Yeah, because that's what he was doing. Yeah, he's giving up his feelings on account of her.
傷つ
And
けるかも
this
しれない
that's what this conversation is about. So he's more open about
自
it
覚
and
してる
not
よ。私の幸せ
Yeah.
がカノン君を傷つけることを。
We have no. Oh, dang it. I was trying to stop it before. We have no choice but to hurt each other. As she said this, Shannon turned her back to Kanon. As Kanon watched Shannon from behind, he was struck by her strength, and the sisterly love she showed in still thinking of him despite everything.
姉さん、僕は姉さんと一緒で。
私もだよ。君がいてくれたから、今日まで頑張れた。だか
Both
ら、
had each other's backs.
ジョージさんとも出会えた。
僕も姉さんが教えてくれたから、お嬢様の眩しさに気がつけた。
私は、自分の思いを曲げない。その気持ちだけを見つめて、他を無視して。カノン、
僕も姉さんを理由に自分の気持ちをもう一度。
私の恋が実っても、君の恋が実っても、私たちは互いを祝福しよう。
Celebrate each other.
約束する。そして僕が勝ったらお嬢様を愛し、姉さんも大切にする。
ありがとう。でも、私が勝ったら、
But if I
君
win,
と島を忘れて、ここを永遠に出ていく。
okay.
勝ったら自分の恋に全力を。たとえそれが報われない恋だと知っていて。
I agree. Yeah.
私たちは、だってもう、
家具じゃ
ない。
Yeah, we are furniture no more. Okay, a little nice scene there, I guess. Here's how that's going to tie into with everything else down the line too. That's going to happen this episode. But yeah, speaking about going back to speaking about Kanon and Shannon, definitely doesn't show signs of one. Yep, definitely doesn't show signs of that. So, I mean, my opinion on the whole I was about to say Shannon. My whole thing on the whole Kanon and Jessica thing, like, I don't know. When I think back on like what episode was it? Was it episode 2 when they went to that? What's episode 3? I think it was episode 2 when he went with her to the culture festival and all that stuff, right? Or was that 3? I think that was episode 2. But I mean, I thought that's like a little like cute thing. Oh, he has feelings for her, she has feelings for him. But I don't know. I thought it was like cute seeing them together, but I don't know if I completely shipped them together. I don't know, it's just my own thoughts in the end of the day, but I think it's still cute. I think it's a cute, like, little romance thing, but yeah, going back to that fact that he wants to be her in a way, you know. Yeah, it was episode 2. Yeah, okay, so I make sure I'm remembering everything correctly. Like the thing with him wanting to be her, like, yeah, especially if he's saying, I envy her and whatnot for everything like that. Especially the way he worded it. Yeah, I did go along those lines, but... Oh, okay. I'll check that out later. Okay, but yeah, anyways. The boat carrying the relatives docked on Rokkenjima's harbor. They left the boat one by one, making fun of Battler. Yeah, that's one, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I remember episode 1 well. I remember episode 2 well. Episode 3 is when I forget some things. I need to go through episode 3 again because I know that's also key for some other things. Like, honestly, like, I remember things that happened in episode 3. Like, I remember the whole locked room scenario with all the servants. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was episode 3. The whole locked room with all the servants. I remember Ava Beatrice. I can't forget Ava Beatrice. Can anyone forget Ava Beatrice? I remember her being a menace that whole episode. Then Beatrice was doing that whole fake out throughout the whole episode for Battler. I remember a few other things, but I feel like there's some parts of it that are important in there that I forget. But yeah, I gotta give myself a recap on episode 3 soon. Episode 4 I remember though. Episode 4 I remember well. Probably it's more fresh in my head, but I don't know. Episode 3 I just forget for some reason. Like some things in there, but yeah. Anyways, yo, Godo wasn't the only one to greet them. Kanon was there too. Hey, Godo. How many points do you think he has from Natsuki so far on this one day? Like, Godo complimented Kanon in a whisper. Yep, and everyone's dead, yeah. Ava going wild. Yo. Kanon ignored this, looking just a little sour, and continued to greet the incoming relatives. Yo, Ava just has no chill. Whatever episode, no matter where, like, hey, Maria, yo, went a whole episode without you. Yep, and the red web, yep, I remember that too. You had the whole list, dang. Yo, episode 3 was wild. I mean, that was so wild, but jeez, I remember that now. Yeah. That red web thing was... Rosa, what's up?
そうでしょうか。
そうね。顔色が悪くないわ。血色がいいというか、目つきが凛々しくなったというか。
Noticing a change in Kanon. The dude's in love. That's what that is.
普段のあんたは今にも貧血で倒れちゃいそうな顔ばっかしてるの。今日は少し違うわ。
正気があるんや。男子は3日あれや成長するもんなんやで。カノン君も少しずつたくましくなってるっちゅうことやな。
からかわれてないわよ。みんな褒めてるのよ。
Uh-huh. Doesn't sound like you're complimenting him. That sounds... Kanon had sworn that starting today he would start changing the way he lived bit by bit. However, he had only meant to change within himself and hadn't expected it would show on the outside. He was a bit shocked to hear that his expression had changed so much. People had apparently noticed as soon as he opened his mouth. No. Maybe the real reason should have been that his normal expression looked so incredibly sullen in comparison. Godo led the way up to the guest house. Kanon brought up the rear, helping to carry some of Kumasawa's shopping.
僕、今日はそんなにも顔色がいいでしょうか。
私にもそう見えますよ。
Yeah, Kumasawa's cool.
何かいいことありました。
Yeah, she probably already knows what's going on. Yo. Even Kumasawa was saying it. Kanon, unable to see what his face looked like, hung his head in embarrassment. When they reached the rose garden, they could see the others entering the guest house. Then he saw Jessica running towards him from there. Is even Milady Jessica going to say I'm in a good mood today? Kanon hung his head even deeper. And so, almost as though he couldn't control himself, Kanon spoke first. Ooh, first move?
僕はそんなにも違うんですか。
She wasn't expecting that. Him starting the conversation?
ほらカノン君ってさ積極的に挨拶とかする性分じゃないでしょ。だからみんな珍しいと思ったんじゃないかな。
先ほどはお嬢様にご同行できなくて申し訳ありませんでした。
あ、いいよいいよ。こっちこそ新島まで迎えに行くから付き合ってなんて。カノン君だって今日の仕事いっぱいあるだろうし。
仕事は特にありませんでした。お嬢様が眩しすぎて一緒にいることに耐えられないほど僕が弱かったからです。
Ooh, what? You know, I was reading that and I was like, wait, he's not saying this in his head. He's saying this out loud. Jessica faltered, and sort of what Kanon was talking about. Yeah, hold up. I have anything particularly just so dazzling? Yo! However, she realized that this was something too important to be laughed off.
何かあったのカノン君。
シャノンが結婚するって。
Oh!
そっか。やっぱりジョージ兄さん今回でプロポーズする
Yeah, she got an idea, yeah. Jessica thought that this change in Kanon's appearance was probably caused by the change in his state of mind. She thought he was sad that he and Shannon would be soon parting ways. No. Kanon, I mean, he is a little sad about that, but he also wants to, you know, get with you. Kanon realized that Jessica was probably thinking this. So he spoke to her clearly and honestly. There you go, just let them know. Because he wanted her to know.
僕は姉さんがここを辞めることがあった時自分も辞めると決めていました。
知ってるよ。じゃあカノン君も辞めちゃうの？
今は分からなくなりました。辞めたらお嬢様という太陽が照らしてくれた何かをまた見失ってしまいそうだから。
Jessica was stunned, unable to understand what he was saying. However, she did realize that he was trying to tell her something important, and so she was able to accept that his next words were neither a lie nor a joke. Yep. He's trying to speak from his heart.
僕はジェシカお嬢様のことが好きです。
Hey! Yo! Oh!
あなたの太陽のごとき生き方を僕も一緒に歩んでみたい。あなたとなら
Dang, just like
家具と下
that?
げすんだ自分から決別できるかもしれない気がする。
カノン君は家具じゃない。
Yoshi said you ain't
そして
furniture.
使用人になるために生まれてきたのでもない。
Hey,
年頃の
exactly,
男の子と
Jessica.
してもっともっと人生を楽しんでいいはずなんだよ。私も眩しいや。カノン君が眩しくて目が見られない。
これが偽らざる僕の気持ちです。
Genuine, yep.
それを今までごまかしてきてすみませんでした。
Yeah, well, congrats, man.
お嬢様を傷つけたあの日をお詫びします。
いいよ。その言葉だけで私は嬉しい。
So what's gonna happen now? Like,
僕はお嬢様といつまでも一緒にいるために家具をやめようと思います。僕にそのための時間をください。最後に
yo,
そ
for
の弱さを許してください。
弱さなんてとんでも
he's
ない。
just letting it all
カノ
out.
ン君は見せてくれたよ。今までの自分と決別したいっていう飛び
Yeah,
切り
for
の勇気
real.
を。
Exactly. She didn't expect him. I didn't expect him to actually make the move right
いつまで
now.
も待つよ。
I for real thought he
私
was
が
gonna
太
do
陽
this
に
like
なって
later
君の
on.
道を照らせるなら、私だって君という人がいてくれたから誰よりも眩しく輝いて君の瞳に私だけを映したいと思った。
Let me say, yeah. The episode is called True
君
Feelings,
がい
so
なかったら
or chapter.
私だって太陽になんてなれなかった。だから待つよ。ずっと。
That she'll wait patiently.
ありがとうお嬢様。
お嬢様は
Yeah, I was about to say, oh, my bad, everyone. About to say, yo, yeah, don't go, yeah, call him by her
でもい
name.
いんですか？
First name basis, so let's go.
二人 きりの時だけ
Oh,
で
when we're alone. Haha.
じゃないとカノン君に
Yeah,
迷
for
惑を
real.
かけるかもしれないし
You know how everyone else about to react to that.
そうですね。姉さんたちもそうしてるらしいし。
This is cute though.
シャノンが婚約するって話にならなかったらこういうことは言ってくれなかった。
Yeah, true. The dominoes. She told him that decided to make his move right here, and yeah, Kanon hung his head at a loss for words for some time. But it was true. If Shannon hadn't told him about the engagement, he probably wouldn't have been having this conversation at this moment.
はい。だからこそ真剣に考えることができました。
そんなこと言っちゃってシャノンの話を聞いてて恋がしてみたくなっちゃった？
Haha.
はい。
Yeah, he's just too straightforward with that. He's over here trying to tease him, but that ain't work with this guy.
シャノンたちを見てて羨ましいなと思って。
Those two acting lovey-dovey in front of you, feeling like a third wheel. In truth, the real reason was different for both of them. They had been shown the courage that was needed to confess, and the one they loved. This was true for both Kanon and Jessica.
僕は何とお呼びすれば。
Oh, I wonder what you should call her. I don't know, man. Like...
ジェシカがいいな。
Yeah, exactly,
呼びつ
man.
けは照れます。
じゃあさん付けでもいいから最初は言ってみて。ほ
Okay.
らほら
Hey.
ジェシカさん。
今はそれでいい。だから私もカノン君のことを名前で呼びたい。
Oh.
カノンじゃなくて
Yeah, his real name, yeah.
あるんでしょ。
I don't think we ever got it, right?
カノンの「カ」が含まれた名前だと思うな。なんだろう。
Yeah, what could it be? I'm trying to recall if we ever got it. I don't think we did. Yoshia. Oh, okay.
と
Yoshia, okay. His actual name is Yoshia. Jessica tried tracing out various characters in the palm of her hand. Then Kanon used his own finger to write his name on her hand.
ヨシアと読みます。
Hey,
ヨシヤ君か。
Yoshia-kun. Okay.
いい名前だね。私の変な名前と違って素敵だと思うよ。
Then my weird name.
そんなことありません。お嬢様のジェシカって名前だって。
あ、それもう一回言って。
お嬢様のジェシカって。
もう一回。
お嬢様のジェシカって名前だって。何か。
Yo, her face right now.
なんでもないよ。ありがとう。
Yeah, dude didn't realize he didn't put the sun there. The red flowers of the rose garden seemed to celebrate the two lovers whose feelings had finally connected. The scene was watched by one, not human, who gazed out quietly from beneath the rose garden arbor. About to say, I know they give us like a little happy moment, like lovey-dovey. Then they're gonna show us something that's sad. Of course, it's something they mess with my feelings every time. It's either happiness and sadness. Like, come to think of it, those two had never called each other by their names until now. Jessica hadn't known Kanon's true name. Kanon hadn't called Jessica by her name. By calling someone by their name, people acknowledge the worth of that person's soul. That's why names are sacred. Receiving permission to speak one means that your soul has been acknowledged.
だからお父様は名前を呼んでほしいと。
Yo, you need to stop with this father talk. Like, no, that's probably wrong. Yo, when father sees me, it reminds him that the other me, the past me, and I'm sure that me called father by his name. However, that probably doesn't mean father would be happy to hear me call him by his name. After all, I am me. and not the Beatrice my father knows well. What can I do to help father? How can I be useful to him? That's the only reason I was born. Hanging her head, Beatrice sat all alone in the Golden Lands arbor that was next to the rose garden. This scene was watched by the Witch of Theater-going and her Miko as they sat across from each other. Yeah, Featherine and Angie. Yep.
そうな子ね。そなたがベアトに同情するとは思わなかった。
Yo, for real? You feeling compassionate? What?
このベアトをかつてのベアトと同一
Crazy
人
times
物
we
と
are
呼ぶ
in,
のは
right?
酷なこれは全くの別人じゃない。
Yes, okay, so she acknowledges this Beto as a different one, yeah. And maybe that, by the rules, this Beto is the Beto. However, saying that would be horribly unfair to
かつての
her.
公的史を蘇らせてこれではバトラも気がめいろうというもの。お兄ちゃんの絶望も少しはわかる。でもこの子の気持ちもわかるの。人は決して誰かの身代わりにはなれない。
True,
それがたとえ
100%.
かつての自分であってもね。
Compared to the young boy and girl who had found new versions of themselves and called each other by their true names, this witch looked very feeble. The witch knew that she was an illusion created in the image of the person she once was. And she also knew that it would only hurt Battler to try and pretend to be that person.
それでもこのベアトはバトラの役に立ちたいと思っている。けなげな話だ。それがベアトリーチェという魔女の意味なの。彼女はそうだと自称している。自分はバトラの役に立つために生まれてきたと。お兄ちゃんのために生まれてきたベアトがやがては連続殺人を犯し、お兄ちゃんに永遠の拷問と称しておかしなゲームに引きずり込む。意味わかんないわ。1000年を経れば人は別人にもなり得るとそなたも理解しているはず。
100%. At the very least, Beatrice was once a pure creature who was born for Battler's sake. It was also very clear that in her current feeble state, she does not possess any of the courage or the motivation needed to bring about those horrifying serial murders. If so, that means the sinister witch we all know must have changed during the 1,000 years since her birth.
1000年とか偉そうな単語がよく出てくるけど、魔女の世界ではどうも長い月日を示す別称として使われてる気がするわ。神の世界に近づけば近づくほどに時間の概念は曖昧になる。6年も1000年となるし、1000年が
I knew they were going to bring that up when they said 6 was going to become 1,000, 1,000.
ほんの
Yeah.
2週間の月日でさえも100年の魔女を名乗るにふさわしい永遠となり得るのだ。
Huh. In other words, the pure Beto transformed into the cruel Beto during those 6 years that could be called 1,000. What? Wait. In other words, the pure Beto transformed into the cruel Beto during those 6 years that could be called 1,000. So does that mean something bad happened during those 6 years that made her hate
納
Oni-chan?
得いかないわ。その6年間、お兄ちゃんはロッケン島は愚か、後宮家の席から抜けてさえいるのよ。その変化にお兄ちゃんは何の関係もない。全くの逆恨みだわ。
Yeah.
ほら、
Oh.
こちらにおいででしたか。
Oh,
お紅茶
okay.
でもおい
Yeah.
でしましょ
I was
う
trying to figure
か。
where we're at. Okay.
熊沢さん、知りたいことがあります。
はいはい、何でしょうか。
私はベアトリーチェという名前なんですよね。
Indeed.
そうですとも。お嬢様はベアトリーチェ様でございますとも。
でも
お父様が口にするベアトリーチェという人物は私のことではありません。
Yeah.
それは
お父様は私にその人であ
Yeah,
ってほしかったよう
Kumasawa.
に思
Yeah.
います。
It's this conversation.
私がその人にどれほど似ていても別の人間なので失望されたのではないでしょうか。
そんなことはございませんよ。お嬢様はお嬢様、ベアトリーチェ様ご自身ですとも。新しくお生まれ変わりになるとき、以前の記憶を失ってしまっただけでございますよ。たとえ記憶をなくされようとも、お嬢様はベアトリーチェ様、親方様の愛されるお方と同一人物でございますとも。
So you are you.
その記憶というのはどうやれば取り戻すことができますか？
それは。
Yep, yep. I was thinking about that too. Wait, go back. What's happening? Don't be quiet. Yo, dog barking. Okay. Bitsu looked at Kumasawa with those hopeful eyes, as though praying that she would tell her the way. Kumasawa averted her gaze unhelpfully, as though trying to say that she would, if only such a way existed. Yeah.
取り戻すことができないなら、せめてお父様の愛したベアトリーチェがどのような人物だったかを教えてください。
Yo, that Beatrice, an interesting character.
お話はできますけれど。
私はお父様のために生まれてきました。だからお父様の望む黄金の魔女、ベアトリーチェになりたいんです。
Born for a father's sake.
ベアトリーチェ様。
私に魔法は使えません。でもお父様の望む魔女が使えるならそれを学びましょう。私はお父様の望む魔女になります。それがお父様に産んでもらった
Yeah, for real. That's what I was looking at. It's
私が
just
示
like,
せる唯一のご恩返しです。
just in the sentence, it's like, okay.
けなげじゃない。1000年を間違えなきゃ最高にいい子だわ。魔女のひな、
Yeah,
なか
different
なか面
person.
白きかな。
Chick of a witch.
気に入ったぞ、ヘンチェ。そのひなの娘に我が諸子を許すがいい。魔女の世界へ帰る扉を開いてやるがよかろうぞ。彼女自身にかつての彼女の物語を朗読させようというわけね。なるほど、私も知りたいわ。
Oh
黄金の
snap.
魔女ベアトリーチェを作る物語。
How she was created. Oh snap.
いいでしょう。あなたが望むならば、扉を再び開きましょう。
熊沢さん。
The spray of gold welled up around them. It was a cloud of gold butterflies. Okay. Path to the past. And Virginia, yep. With a golden flash, the form of the old lady transformed into that of a witch in a
あ
dress.
なたの進むべき道はそれはおそらくバラの道。
Path of
美
roses.
しく咲き誇ったバラがあなたを祝福するかもしれないし、しかしそれでもあなたがいつかたどった道、その結果、同じ1000年を経てもいい、異なる1000年を経てもいい、望むなら道を引き返してもいい。
進みます。私はこの庭で1000年お茶を飲んでいるだ
Want
け
to
で
stay
過
in
ご
the
したくない
garden.
んで
Yep.
す。お父様のために
Parallel, man.
このベアトリーチェは生まれてきました。だからお父様のために生きようと思います。教えてください、黄金の魔女。
The great witch spread her arms, communicating Beatrice's unbending determination to the brilliant heavens. At that moment, a brilliant light covered the two of them, and before they knew it, they were in a strange study. Yep. Welcome, welcome. There sat the great old lady, who was the master of these archives, along with her Miko. Virgilia gave a deep and elegant bow.
拝謁至極光栄に存じま
To
す
be in your
尊
presence.
厳なる感激と戯曲と傍観の魔女フェザリーヌ・アウグストゥス・
Well
アウロ
known.
ーラ卿表を上げよ人の子よその娘にしばしの間我が諸子を自由に閲覧する資格を与えようぞ我が巫女エンジェその方に世話を命ず
Interesting,
はいはい
interesting.
お任せを我が素直
Yeah,
に
this interaction
そ
right
なたの
here.
物語が見たいと言えばいいのよ
感激の魔女の巫女よベアトリーチェをお預けします
To be interested in your character. She's gonna read it. I'm curious what her reaction will be to that then when she learns of previous Beatrice.
あんたのなろうとしているベアトリーチェは彼女なりに何かを苦しんでいたわ、
Yep.
少なくとも今のあなたはその何かから解き放たれている
But you want to learn about it and
そ
probably
の
go
風
back
を
to
取り
that?
戻すために旅に出る、
Uh-huh.
はい
But yeah, but she wants to do it for father.
黄金の魔女になりたいです
Father Battler. Like,
それが私の生まれてきた理由です
mm-hmm.
彼女の
Okay.
煉獄を巡る旅が快適であるよそして保護が与えられるよ無限と有限の魔女プブリウス・ワルギリア・マロの名において要請します
Oh, yeah, what?
感激の魔女の巫女にして
Her full name right
無
there.
限の魔女反応の魔女見習い
Wait, hold up, Anji. Publius Virgilia Morrow. Publius. Okay, Virgilia.
エンジェ・ベアトリーチェの名において了承する者なりやと立てまつったり踏んだり蹴ったり
Yeah, so all that stuff, yada yada yada. Anyways, Feathery snorted.
ベアトリーチェという名を
ええあなたのことはよく知ってるわ
Ava Beatrice, Anji
教えてください
Beatrice.
私がどんな私だったのか
ええだから教えてあなたがどうしてあなたになったのか
Mm-hmm. She's gonna tell her who she was, and she wants to learn how she became how she was.
この書庫にはこれまでのそなたのゲームの物語の
Yep,
か
shows
けら
them
が
fragments.
すべて書物として収められているそれを読むことでそなたはこれまで何があったかのすべてを知ることができるだろう
それを読めば私は黄金の魔女になれますか
黄金の魔女を継承するには
One
黄
must solve
金
the
の碑文を
epitaph
解
of
か
the
ねばな
gold.
らぬ
Huh.
そしてその試練はたとえベアトリーチェ本人だと
That
して
now
も
that would be
免れること
that
は
would be
許さ
something
れ
to see.
頑張りますですから私に書庫の本を読ませてください
本当にけなげだわわざわざあんなのになんで戻りたがるんだか
Anji knows what it's like, but she doesn't. So of course she's gonna be curious about it, have
そ
an
の自分
inquiry
がお父
about
様
it.
のお役に立てるなら
But
私はそれになりたいです
Anji sighed resignedly. She had no words with which to stop this girl from following her noble sense of purpose. After all, Anji was the Miko of the Witch of Theater Going. She could do nothing except watch over the stage. Yes, they weren't actually interfering with the play. This was just a bit of directing to shine the spotlight onto the tale of Bito's past. Even this was nothing more than the Witch of Theater Going's watching a play.
読めばそなたはかつてのベアトリーチェがどのような人物だったかを知るだろう
Dang, I want to go see a play now,
そ
low
こ
key.
から何を得られるかはそなたが決めるがよい書庫にとどまるも自由立ち去るも自由再び戻ることさえも自由だ
Okay. You can stay here, leave, or
そ
return.
の
Okay.
対価として私はそ
She
な
said,
たを
and
歓
in
迎
the day, I will just watch your play still.
感激とは
Yep, your
要するに
play.
好きにしていいって意味よ
Yes. I just like, yo, she means just do whatever you want. None of this dippy like business. Like, come on.
ありがとうございます。青草、
What is it? Featherine Augustus Aurora?
フェザリーヌって呼ぶと喜
Yeah,
ぶ
just
わよ。
do Featherine for short.
ありがとうございます。
What's it? Augustus Featherine Aurora. Yeah, whatever. Featherine. Featherine. After being welcomed by Featherine, Bito set out on a journey to discover herself. That tale connected the old tale with the new one. It wove them together. The 1,000-year-old tale about her returning to its starting point, becoming a snake, eating its own tail. I swear, if I have to read tail in whatever form, noun or noun. The ring of that snake began slowly, bit by bit, to turning into the shape of a small island floating on the sea. That island was Rokkenjima. The 1,000 years of the witch born on this island were tied to the island. Was it 1,000 years, or just 6? Or did this tale start even further back into the past? Beatrice went out on a journey to find herself. Thunder, or... Okay, storm. There's either gonna be thunder or someone's belly rumbling loud, man. The wind had been strengthening since a while back. The breaking waves had grown fierce. The ferry boats probably wouldn't be coming for a while now. The crashing thunder told that the island had been sealed off from the outside world. The thick rain poured down, mocking the fools outdoors who had to rush pathetically to find shelter. I hate that. When you're outside and it suddenly rains and you have to find shelter, that sentence right there is so true. No longer would anyone be able to leave this island, and no longer would anyone be able to reach this island. No one, unless blessed with a miracle. There was another flash of lightning. The retinas of all who saw it were filled with white. Yeah, I'm waiting for Furuto Erika to show up because we know she is. As that white faded away, an eerie silhouette pulled itself up at the raging water's edge. As though suddenly remembering it, coughed violently several times, filthily spitting out the sea water that had filled its stomach. And then tearing apart the velcro of her life jacket, she cast out the reason she had been able to afloat here without so much to thank you. This music's kind of epic right now. Yep. What an entrance right there. Yep, a good. There we go. Good. Let's go, Erika. Man, this song's kind of bumping right there. The annoying guest. Yo, that's really gonna sum up how I feel too. The annoying guest shows up. Oh boy. The news about the drifter, Furuto Erika, quickly spread across Rokkenjima. Again, her profile was added. Erika was politely entertained, and it was decided that she would be treated as a guest until the typhoon passed. Yup, it's going down. It's starting up. In the dining hall, Goda's wonderful dinner had ended, and everyone was relaxing and enjoying some after-dinner coffee and cheese. Actually, I'm curious, what does it say for her thingamajig, her profile on here? Yep. Far Bow, Eternal Maid 2. Okay. Okay, so same thing last time? Okay. And wait, hold up. What's that thing? Yeah, because he's already dead, yeah. Okay. In the dining hall, Go's wonderful food had ended, and everyone was... Okay, I already read that. Apparently, Battler was a bit relieved that Erika had come and turned into a good scapegoat. It drove away some of the attention he'd been getting piled up on him for finally coming back after 6 years. In fact, she turned out to be very talkative. When the conversation turned to a sophisticated discussion of the mystery genre, even the adults were drawn in. This lady. She was apparently so well versed that even Nanjo, who had a vast knowledge of the subject, was impressed.
確かにな。嵐の孤島に洋館に不気味な一族。そこに雨宿りの探偵とくりゃ、もうお膳立てが揃ったも同然だぜ。
ご安心を。どんな難事件であっても解決してお見せしますので。それが探偵の務めです。
頼もしいじゃないか。むしろ何か怪事件が起こってほしいものだね。
Cross, be careful what you wish for, man. See, people always say stuff like that. Oh man, I wish something interesting would happen. Something interesting happens and then you regret it. Yo.
犠牲者役はごめん被るが。
I got nothing to say about that, man. Like, I don't have to play victim. I'm down for something interesting to happen. Be quiet, man.
人間のミステリーの歴史なんてほんの100年足らず。そのトリックもアイデアもほんの数種の焼き直しですでに描くべきことなどありません。いかなる不可能犯罪、密室殺人が起ころうとも、すでに類型化されているどれかのトリックを形を変えただけに過ぎないのですから。まあそれでもミステリーが読み物として現代でも通用するのは、古典のろくすっぽ読まない付け焼き場の自称マニアが自分の不勉強ゆえに知らない古典トリックをさも新鮮であるかのように勘違いして大騒ぎしてるだけなんですが。
Yo, for real. Everyone couldn't help but gape at this imposing claim. If an aged critic had said it, that would have been one thing, but it showed incredible boldness for a young person like her to state that so strongly. She loves mystery.
もう半世紀も前に終わったジャンルなんです。私に言わせればですが、でも不勉強なバカばっかりのおかげで私は探偵面ができるというわけです。
それを言ったら恋愛なんてシェイクスピアの時代に完成されてて、以後は読む価値もないってことになるぜ。
おお。
そうですね。じゃあロミオとジュリエットさえ読んどけば恋愛なんてもう理解できたも同然ってことじゃないんですか？
そんなわけねえさ。本は読んだ数を競うものでもねえが、さりとてこれで十分だと威張るもんでもねえ。過去の古典の話ばかりで新書を読まねえのは、いわゆる
overly nostalgic, yeah. This is not giving anything new a chance, even if it's not as well done.
それこそ読書をサボる年寄り
You
ど
can't
もの
beat
言
the
い訳だ
classics,
と思
but
うぜ。
still. Hahaha, an old person who's too lazy to read anything.
そうですね。私もバトラさん程度には本を読まないと言いまかされちゃいそうです。
俺本なんか読まねえし。
Let's do bad to say. I don't read. Dang. Yo, I like how he just gets under his skin every time. Battler chuckled, but Erika knew from the previous game that Battler was actually quite an avid reader. Yep. So his words felt more like a challenge.
そんなにも推理自慢ならクイズとかパズルとかは得意そうだね。
Ooh, George said, yo, I'll take up the challenge of quizzes. I like my puzzle and quizzes.
あー、マリアさ、ほら、クイズとかの本持ってなかったっけ？
I remember her actually mentioning that like a while ago. That she had like a quiz book. Yeah. Picking up that Erika's arrogant statement had made the atmosphere a little tense. George smoothly changed the subject. By now, it was more than clear that she wasn't the charming guest she had appeared to be. Maria pulled a book out of her bag that had quizzes and puzzles written in it, and started posing them to everyone. It might have looked as though it would become a peaceful quiz party, but of course that wasn't what happened. Okay, what's Erika gonna do to ruin this? In credit to all her big talking, Erika managed an impressive ratio of correct and immediate answers. Erika took complete control. Her bragging began to escalate more and more. George slightly regretted the choice he had made. Then, when changing the subject, hey George, you tried, man. But if you knew, you would know the result. She's even counting her wins. Like, you know, no one said this was a competition. The question, how many matches would you need for a tournament with 106 teams? The answer was answered instantly by Erika. Oh, never mind. Okay, she's answering some more.
参加チームから1を引いた数が必要な試合数という公式がありますので、まあ例題の4チームなら3試合、8チームなら7試合という数字を見た時点で法則性に気づいて当然ですが。
What? What was that? What was even the question? I got me a little curious. 106 matches, no need, right? How many matches would you need for a tournament of 107 teams? Okay, Erika just... Erika just...
なるほど。自称探偵は伊達じゃねえってわけだ。
まあ、探偵を気取るつもりならこの程度は。
すごいね。きっと将来は本物の探偵になれると思うよ。
まあ、もうそのつもりですが。
Yos. I can't with her right now, man. The cousins all thought about the answers to the questions, but Erika always answered first. Rosa thought it was a bit rude for Erika to say the answers out loud while people were thinking instead of keeping them to herself. For real, yo, Erika the type of person in class where the teacher asks everyone, hey, does anyone have a question? And they blurt out the answer, where everyone else raises their hand. I hate that. Because then me, when I was in school, I was a quiet person. So I was like, okay, let me raise my hand to answer. For once, let me raise my hand so I could participate. And then someone blurts out the answer, so I don't get my participation. Then the teacher, when some parent-teacher conference, gotta be like, yo, your student doesn't participate. I'm not blurting out answers like them. some just past anger I had with that, man. I hated that though. I hate when people blurt out answers. Wait, this is triggering me right now. But since Erika was a guest, Rosa decided against mentioning it. Now, Rosa, call her out. In truth, Erika was perfectly aware of this when she answered, and she knows it. Oh man, this is making me mad. Each time she would grin broadly, as though saying, is it really taking you all this long to solve such an easy problem? This lady Erika. Exactly, Kiri. Yeah, why are you getting so serious about this? Why is this a competition for you? She got that grin on her face. I don't even know how to explain it, man. Yo, that really did make me salty though. Okay, good. I'll take more carrots, so let's... Okay.
よーし、今度は負けねえぞ。マリア、次の問題を頼む。
Okay, what is it?
大きなチーズが1個あります。
Okay, let me get this one.
それをナイフで1回切り分けると2つになります。では、8個に切り分けるには最低何回切ればいいでしょう。
You have one large piece of cheese. A single slice with a knife can split it into 2 parts. So what's the lowest number of slices you can make to cut it into 8 parts? Two? No. What? 2? Yeah, hit me that ooh. It ain't 2.
僕はこれ知ってるよ。だから黙ってよっかな。
1, you get 2. You do it one more time. 1, 2. I'm overthinking this, man. It seemed that Erika understood, and oh wait, what was that? George, acting like the adult he was, set up a mood that would prevent people from aware answering right away, even if they knew the answer, in effect sending a warning to Erika. It seemed that Erika understood and averted her gaze, snorting derisively.
8個なら4回で切り分ければよいのでは?
No. Oh no, it's 8. I was counting 4 for some reason.
それが答えだったら問題にならないじゃない。
そういうことだな。こういうのは想定の回数より少なくできるものと相場が決まっている。しかしどうすればいいやら。
ああ、わかったわかった。こりゃチーズだからできることだね。
そうね。バースデーケーキでこれをやったら大喧嘩になるわね。
What?
そやな。チーズならともかくケーキを切るにはその切り方じゃあかんな。
みんな答え分かってんのかよ。くそ、分かんねえの俺だけかよ。
Oh, what Erika gonna like that?
ああ、わかったぜ。なるほどね。3次元で考えなきゃダメなんだ。
うわ、ジェシカまでわかんねえ。どうすりゃいいんだ。
マリア、答えわかるよ。ここに書いてあるもん。
ほら、マリアだって答え見るまでわからなかったでしょ。わかる？バトラ君。
なるほど。私にもわかりました。これはチーズだからこそできることですな。
南條先生まで分かっちゃったのかよ。ひょっとして俺だけが分かってない？
バトラさんの頭も少し火を通せばチーズみたいに柔らかになりそうですね。
What?
ナイフは0回で手でちぎれるとかそういう答えじゃないんだろ？
なわけねえぜ。ナイフ以外では切れないチーズってことで。
チーズを立体的に想像するんだよ。難しいなら紙ナプキンの裏に絵を描いてみるのもいいかもね。
大きなチーズが1個あるんだろう。それをナイフで8つに。ナイフは直線じゃなきゃ切っちゃダメ。
そうよ。
It can, man. It
ナイフ
can,
を
man.
直線に切るだけ。まあでもヒントね。切り方は直線にじゃなきゃダメだけど、どこを切るかは自由なのよ。
You can cut in a straight line, but you're free to cut it wherever you want.
どうやってナイフを入れればいいか、いろいろ想像してみろ。
That makes sense. That makes sense. I get it now. Because if you do this, then you do. Okay, that makes sense.
少々ひねくれたやり方を想像した方が
I
いい。
see what she means by three-dimensionally.
バトラ君のお手
I
並
follow.
みを
I
拝
get it.
見だ。
You have a large piece of cheese. How many times must you cut it with a knife to make 8 pieces? If you do this, you got that 2. Twice? Yeah, but then that'd be 8. If you split it in half, that's 2 pieces. Then you cut it in half, the 2 pieces in half, then that's 8. Yeah. Right? I'm doing that right in my head? Can it be done with even fewer cuts than that? The hint is that it's something that could be done because it was cheese. If it was birthday cake, you really wouldn't be able to do this.
Cheese だからできる技。
This is cheese.
おうわかったすっかり騙されたぜ。頭が硬えとダメだな。
Uh-huh.
ようやくひらめいたようですね。それが正解だといいのですが。
She said, "Hope it's
チー
right."
ズはナイフ以外では切れないんだよな。ナイフは直線だけで切るんだよな。それ以外に何も条件はないよな。なあ。
He wants to make sure he's right.
特にない。
よっしゃ、間違いない。くー、ひでえ問題だぜ。これまるで謎々だ。
上から切るばかりがノーじゃないってことだぜ。上から2回切って4分割。その状態で側面から切れば上
Yeah,
段
from
の
the
下
side,
に
yeah.
分かれて
Yeah,
4
two
分
from the
割が
top and
倍
one
の
from the side. Yeah,
8
that's
分
it.
割。
That makes sense now. Yeah.
立
That's
体で
like
考
wait,
え
something
ない
feels
と
off
出
about
せ
it
ない
still.
答えだね。つまり、正解は3回さ。
It's 3, yeah, not 2. Yeah.
え、そうなのか？俺、
Bro, what?
1回だと思ってたけど。
Wait, how did you get 1? Yeah, how did we someone explain that, man?
いくらなんでも1回は無理や。
これは謎々じゃなくて普通に算数的な問題よ。
え、おう、そうなのか。
How did you get that, man? Explain, please.
3回ってのはすぐに思いついたんだけど、
Uh-huh.
それじゃ簡単すぎて問題にならない。
Yo, for real, he's going with something else right now.
バトラの答えの方が日本の答えより少ない。バトラが正解？
ええ、そうです。
What
バ
was
トラ
that?
さんが正解です。正解は1回です。
Oh. Wait, what was that? Go back, go back. What did Maria say? And then Erika said he's right. Battle was happy that someone had confirmed his answer. However, at some point, Erika's face had lost all its chins. She was like, dang it, he got this actually?
私以外に1回と答えられる人間がいて、それがよりにもよって
It'd be you of all people. Your rival.
エリカも答えは1回なのかよ。どうやらお前も相当ひねくれてるみたいだな。
1個のチーズと聞いて、その形状を決めつけるのは実に愚かしいことですので。
できるわけないわ。お兄ちゃんの
Aren't you
勘違
like,
いでしょ。
ain't no way?
3回未満でどうやって8等分するのよ。
愚かしや人の子よ。
They're even further in like, is possible. I gotta hear
8
this
つに
though.
分けろとは言っているが、等分にしろとは問うていない。
それにしたって不可能でしょ。
Wait, what? It says to cut it into 8 pieces, but nowhere does it say that they have to be of equal size.
愚かしい。
Oh.
ナイフ以外の方法で切るの？
ナイフ以外では切れない。ナイフは直線に切らねばならないと条
You know, in
件。
a straight line.
しかし逆に言えばそれ以外に条件はない。いや、そもそもチーズの形さえも示されてはいない。
I get it. Okay, I see how they. If you're going about the shape of the cheese, then if the cheese is what? Well, if the cheese is like swiggly, you do like one straight line, then effectively you can do it into 8 pieces. Okay, if you're thinking out the box like that, yeah. If that's the way they're going about it.
みんなは大きなチーズが1個って聞いて、カマンベールみたいな平べったい円筒状のものを想像してたのか。
Yeah, he said fold like I said. Oh yeah, because that's what they said when they said when they said shape. That's what I started thinking of, like like the usual cartoon.
俺は朝食のトーストの
Well,
上に乗せ
actually,
て
in reality,
スライスチーズを想像していた
sliced
ぜ。
cheese, yeah.
ナイフで切り分けるような立派なチーズとは普段縁がねえからよ。
チーズの形状に条件は示されませんでした。出題者のミスです。おそらくマリアさんのその本にはいわゆる平べったい円筒状チーズの図面があるはずです。
ある。
Oh, so they okay. As Erika had guessed, the book Maria had held had an illustration of a piece of cheese, just as Erika had described it. With cheese of this shape, 3 slices really would be the correct answer. You cut it in a plus pattern from the top to make 4 pieces. Then cut it from the side to double that and make 8 pieces. However, since the illustration hadn't been shown, the interpretation of the cheese had been left to the answer. Yep, answer.
確かにそうね。
That's interesting. Interesting way of thinking there. Okay.
出題の時点でチーズの形状や
I wonder if that same way of thinking is okay. Okay.
そういうことです。どうやらチーズも頭も柔らかかったのはバトラさんの方だったようです。
わけわかんねえぜ。スライスチーズだったらどうしてナイフ1回で8個に分けられるんだよ。
お手元のペーパーナプキンで試してみたらどうですか？これをスライスチーズだと思って。
つまりよ、こうしてさ、蛇腹に折るわけさ。何回折れば8個になるか
な。6回です。
Yep. The folded accordion style, you alternate between upward and downward folds. Once you've done it 6 times, it looks like the side of an accordion.
普通のチーズならこんなに折ったらそこでちぎれちまうところだが、ナイフ以外じゃちぎれないことになってるだろ。
ええ、問題ありません。ナイフ以外では決して切れぬ魔法のチーズですから。
その畳んだのも真上からバサッと一刀両断にすりゃ。
確かに。
Yep.
8分割だ。
ちょっと待てよ。これじゃ等分にはなってないぜ。
Well, they never said anything about equal parts either. It's just 8 pieces, not even pieces.
等分は条件に含まれませんでした。
That's why Battler also asked some of those questions too. Okay.
等分も可能ですが、お頭の固い皆さんには説明が混乱するので省きます。
For a while, everyone was stunned. Battler had reached a far better answer than the 3 by thinking of the problem as a riddle. Erika had already known both answers and had even spotted the mistake made by the book. The others could do nothing but stare at those 2 in surprise.
すごいわ。頭が硬かったのは私たちなの？
これは乾杯ですな。
私たちは3次元で考えたけれど、どうもバトラ君とエリカちゃんは次元がもう一つ上だったの。
A dimension higher, huh? Yeah. Curious, like, yo, they did their thing, you know? We did our thing, they did their thing. Much appreciated.
魔女とのゲームで鍛えられたようじゃないですか。条件なき問題、すなわち赤き真実の外側はすべて観測者の自由自在、魔女の密室の感激を縫う基本中の基
本。何の話だ？小説か何かの引用か
？Well, this visual novel. Okay. But that's... okay, let me stop.
どなたの脳みそもカチンコチンの石ころチーズってわけですね。
Without any signs of restraint, Erika looked at everyone and laughed sarcastically. When Maria didn't notice the venom in that laugh as she happily turned to the next page. Yeah. There's a good batch of these in episode 8. Favorite episode, but the riddles. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. You know, I kind of like these riddles. You know, I like some like brain games like this too. You know, I mean, this whole game, this whole visual novel makes you think about these mysteries in a way too. But yo, I'm looking forward to that too.
じゃあ次の問題ね。
Dang, we're on episode 6. It's like I know it, but every time I think about it, I'm just like, dang. 6 out of 8 episodes. We're 75% throughout this. Dang. Okay. Okay, Maria, you do your thing.
3つのコップと6枚のコインがあります。
You have 3 cups and 6 coins.
3つのコップそれぞれにコインが1枚、2枚、3枚になるように分けてください。
Yo, am I taking these serious now? Well, Maria didn't know the venom. Okay. You have 3 cups and 6 coins. Flip the coin so that there's 1 coin in each cup, 2 coins in 1 coin in one cup, 2 coins in another cup, and 3 coins in the third cup. 1, 2, 3.
おいおい、そんなの簡単じゃねえかよ。
Yeah, what?
最初のコップにコインを1枚、次のコップに2枚、最後のコップに3枚入れてで。
ではそれを5枚のコインでもできるでしょうか。
Oh. Oh, we go back to that? Stick 1 coin, 3 in the last one, and 1, and you're done. Okay, can you do the same thing with 5?
が出てきましたね。まさか皆さんこの程度の問題にまた瞬きをいくつも費やさ
Yo,
れる。
Erika, yo, stop acting like this, everyone. By now, Erika was gazing around with an unpleasant look, acting in a manner that was completely inappropriate for both a Best and someone of her age. Yo, throw her outside. She was no longer a guest who would be staying until the storm passed. She was transformed into an annoying guest who wouldn't leave until the storm passed. Everyone thought this, but they were unable to say it out loud. Say it out loud. That let them know. You're in my house. I'm gonna let you know you're bothering me. Get out. Jeez.
コインの問題っていうと、ほら、お箸の使い方がうまいかどうかは、コインをお箸で掴めるかどうかでわかるそうだね。
George, I hear you with this, man. Changing conversation like that. Oh, you scared the heck out of me. What did he say? By not seeing if they can pick up coins with them. Alright, speaking of problems with coins, I've heard that you can tell whether someone's good with chopsticks or not by seeing if they can pick. Oh.
そうです。お箸です。お箸は世界で最も優雅な食器です。
What?
突き刺し、引きちぎって口に運ぶナイフとフォーク
Can
な
I
んて
pick up a coin
山
with
の極み。
chopsticks?
お箸こそが最
I
高
have
です。
chopsticks right here. I can
私
try
の
it.
箸使いこそが
Again,
芸
I
術。
struggle with holding chopsticks. Jessica's about to say, isn't a chopstick just a stick? But stopped herself in time. She realized that it was best to let George take control for now.
小銭あるけど、ちょっと僕と競争してみない？僕もお箸の持ち方には厳しいんだ。
そやな。ジョージの箸は。
Yoshi sees, he's like, okay, George, let's go along with this.
確かにテーブルマナーは育ちが出てしまうものだ。
How do you hold chopsticks? Like,
エリカさんの持ち方もなかなかに良い。
俺の小銭も貸してやるぜ。
Oh, my mistake.
枚数が多い方が面白いだろ。
ジェシカ、よく見て覚えなさい。
Oh, they got forks? Spoon and forks on their table?
よし、競争しよう。ここにある小銭をどれだけ多く自分のお皿に移せるか。
望むところです。お箸、お箸。
What's up with her? This time, George had steered the conversation into a good direction. Everyone else understood, and they helped egg on this chopstick fight and change the subject. They were fully aware by now that Erika was extremely profound of her intelligence. And apparently she had the bad habit of using that to look down on other people. Yeah. She spun her chopsticks around with her fingers and the dexterity of a stage magician, staring at the coins scattered on the table like a dog waiting for permission to eat the food placed before him. That, like, metaphor right there. Or analogy, like... Oh, the unsettling sound of the wind had now blended in the sound of rain, resembling the howl of some monstrous beast. When it seemed to be crying out sadly, it would suddenly turn into a roar and rattle the windows, striking up even more fear and uneasiness within me. Light from the hallway poured in through the thick crack of the slightly opened door, and it seemed to carry with it a laughter that was warm and happy but very distant. I'm sure everyone in the dining hall is somewhere having a good time. I want to go there as soon as I can. I'm sure my family will be there. I hate being all alone in a place like this. Dad. Mom. I stubbornly tried again and again to open the door, but the merciless chain scared me. Just wouldn't let the door open any further further than the crack. On the contrary, feeling this close to a way out just made me more impatient. Who the heck is this? Gulping and trying to ignore the fear lurking behind me, I quietly closed the door. The light coming out of the crack is just a trap. This is an iron shackle, trying to keep me locked in here for eternity, by making me think I'm just an inch away from getting out a door that will never actually open. Yep, same thing here. I need to get out of this creepy room as soon as possible. When I closed the door that filled the room, that eerie sound of wind and rain. The way the wind picked up every now and then and shook the window frames like a monster in a cage shaking the bars. Was so scared of that monster, I couldn't help but avert my gaze from the windows. Gotta search. If I can't get out this door, I need to find another way out. Just to the side of the door was a closet. There was only enough space inside to hang overcoats. Of course, it didn't connect anywhere outside the room. If this were hide and seek, it'd probably be fun to hide in there. However, inside this creepy room, it would be no better than stepping into my own coffin. If I go there, maybe it won't be able to get out of the closet next. This nonsensical fear sent a massive shiver up my spine, and I closed the closet door in a hurry. There's one door left. When I opened it, there was a bath and a toilet. Of course, there was no exit. There weren't any windows. If I turned the faucet, water would probably come out, then disappear down the drain and flow outside. But I couldn't get out that way, unless I went into the bathtub with the stoppers pulled out of the drain and smashed my flesh and bones to bits. I didn't even imagine that right there. That was nasty. I had the feeling that this was the only way out. So the black stopper in the bathtub drain looked extremely terrifying. I tried a lot of things, both mentally and physically, but there really was no way of getting out through the bathroom. All that was left was the windows. The view through the window was pitch black darkness. The fierce winds and rain were slamming against the glass. The darkness on the other side of the window may have been unsettling, but I didn't really care where I went, as long as it was outside this room. However, the window was clamped shut. Right? Sound effect. Right down the middle of the window, which made it swing open like a set of double doors, were several ugly metal clamps. It was even more unnerving than the chain on the door, like a rough operation scar on some bizarre monster. The wind and the rain slammed against and shook the window frame, making it creak loudly. However, unlike the door, this wouldn't open even a crack. I've had enough. Give it a rest already. What the hell is going on with this room? I've had enough of this creepy room. Enough, 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 enough! It's impossible to go outside except by the door and the windows. And compared to that thick door, the window looks like it might be possible to break. I'll smash it. If I swing a chair at it, the glass will probably break. I might even be able to smash the wooden grid dividing up the window. All I need to do is make a gap large enough to slip out of. I grabbed a fancy-looking antique chair and headed back to the window. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Unless the window's not breakable. Ah! I smashed the chair against it. Nothing, over and over. There we go. The glass smashed with a violent sound. The frame groaned and creaked. I hit it again, over and over. If I can just break through this wooden frame. Damn it, what the hell? Even though all the glass had been smashed apart. Even though the cold rain is blowing in and tormenting me. I just can't get that frame to break. They aren't iron bars. It's just a decorate wooden mesh. It's fragile enough to make that creaking sound, so why doesn't it break? No wait, maybe it's close to breaking. What if I try breaking it from a different angle instead, or just smashing it head on? I stuck my left hand outside, through one of the holes in the broken window, grabbed the frame from the front of my right hand, and tried to break it by shaking it around from both sides. My left hand started to grow ice cold for the frigid winds and rain. As I shook, fragments of glass sticking out from the broken frame poked into me, and my wrist as soon stained with blood. Oh, that hurts! But if I can just get out of here, this much pain is no deal. But I can't get out. I'm stuck. It won't open. I can't break it. The more violently I shook the frame, the more the glass fragments tore into my left wrist, causing me intense pain. Wait, what's... Huh? Ow, 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 ow. Owie? Before I realized that the glass fragments on the glass had grown longer and more spiky. It was as though an ugly beast was trying to chew my hand off with glass teeth. It's not my imagination. They actually are getting longer before my very eyes. Ah! They're chewing on my hand to bits. I desperately tried to pull my hand out, but I had already dug deep into my wrist and I couldn't move it. Oh my gosh. I put all my strength into it, but it just hurt more and more, and the glass didn't even budge. What the hell? Dang it. Let's go. Let go. With my right fist, I hit the glass over and over, attempting to break it. But that just hurt my right fist as well, and did nothing to release my other hand. Just then, my left hand, which was still stuck outside, exposed to the rain, brushed against something slimy. What's going on right here? Yo! What? It couldn't have been a leaf blown out about by the winds or anything like that. I mean, it felt just like the touch of someone's rain-soaked hand. Then it closed tightly around my left hand. Ooh. When I felt my 5 fingers, I knew that some person out in the darkness was touching my left hand. And, yes, I know who it is. It's the witch. The terrifying witch who controls Rokkenjima's night. The 2 hands soaked in the freezing rain, gently gently caressed my left hand. However, though I could tell this was happening from the touch, I couldn't see anything out there in the darkness. Then, I felt about my fingers, and bent my right finger upward. My ring finger upwards. Ow, 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 ow. It's gonna break. Gah! At that moment, I saw something in darkness for the first time. It was white. The darkness grinned and bared its white teeth. Then that mouthful of eerie white teeth approached my bent back finger and opened wide. Eek, eek. It must have been laughing at me from the darkness. After all, its creepy mouth had twisted upwards in a huge grin. It had a horrible idea of what it might be trying to do to my finger. A shiver ran up my spine. I resisted as much as I could, but the fangs of the glass just wouldn't release my left hand. And then, after giving my finger a playful nibble, it bit down hard, crushing bone and tearing away flesh all at once, and bit it off. Yo, the way they described that, yo, I felt that, yo. Crunch, rip, tears, crouch, splat.
Ima, 何か聞こえませんでしたか？
僕もガタンって音を聞いたような。
Ooh.
風で窓でもガタついたんだろうぜ。
Yo, that had me clenching my hand the whole time. Yo, I was clenching my hand the whole time. Yo. Man, my ring finger on my left hand is hurting for some reason.
そういうのってなんだか不気味だよな。本当に魔女が屋敷の中を歩き回ってるのかなって。6年前のガキの頃には随分怯えて夜を過ごしたもんさ。
おお、いる。
Oh boy. Yeah, to stir this up, Battler.
ベアトリーチェはいる。
Yep, there we go.
この廊下の向こうには何があるんですか？
あちらには客室がございますが、
Okay, Shannon.
今は使っておりません。
ゲストハウスができたからね。それまでは客室に僕らは泊まってたんだよ。
Yeah, where's Kanon at right now?
俺も覚えてるぜ。今日のゲストハウスがあまりに綺麗なんで驚いちまった。
まあ新築だからな。私も自分の部屋をそっちに移したいもんだぜ。シャノン、エリカさんの部屋もゲストハウスでしょ？
はい、ゲストハウスにご用意させていただきました。
Okay.
で、ゲストハウスは屋敷から離れていると。どんな事件が起こっても互いには聞こえませんね。
やれやれ。まだ探偵モードなのかよ。
Yep, she is.
明日の朝、全員で揃っておはようって言っただけでがっかりしちまいそうだぜ。
確かに。さすがに明日の朝には誰かが減ってないと困ります。ね
it would be troublesome, huh?
それではゲストハウスへご案内します。
Very. The adults were apparently about to begin a conversation that they didn't want the kids to hear. The real family conference was about to start. As the kids and Erika followed Shannon on their way to the guest house, they passed through the entrance
外
hall.
は今が一番の振りのようだね。
客までテレビでも見ながら、もう少し振りが弱くなるのを待ってもいいんじゃねえの？
ゲストハウスに戻りなさいってママに言われた。ゲストハウスじゃないと怒られる。
Yeah, you don't want to see her mad again.
ゲストハウスの方が落ち着けるぜ。
Yeah, listen to Jessica,
不機
she
嫌な
knows.
親の声も面もごめん被るぜ。
Yo, for real. Jumpy faces and
ますます
everything.
にお膳立てが整っているようで。
Erika giggled and
今
openly,
傘のご用意
and
をい
openly
たしま
dis-
す。
yeah.
少々お待ちください。
ちょっと
Oh, what's
ずっ
up?
と気になってました。あの肖像画のご婦人は
Oh,
どなたですか？
well, Lady Beatrice, the
まあ
endless
ぶっちゃけ
witch.
ベアトの肖像画であることは知ってるわけですが、前回のゲームでは通り過ぎてしまっただけで面白くなかったので。
Erika whispered to herself, but of course no one heard her. We're gonna go through this whole explanation
親
again.
方
Yeah.
様の恩人、ベアトリーチェ様でございます。
Mm-hmm.
おじい様に莫大な黄金を授けてくれた後宮家復興の恩人だそうだよ。
Oh, damn, my blind's still open,
た
man.
だのじい様の中の妄想の魔女だぜ。こいつの亡霊が夜な夜な屋敷の中を歩き回ってるって話らしいぜ。
よせよ。俺、小さい頃はその話めちゃくちゃ苦手で、この屋敷の夜は苦手
Yeah,
だ
I'd
った。
feel that, especially at a mansion.
そんなこともあったね。6年経った今はどう？
Last time I was in the mansion.
すっかり忘れてたが、この肖像画をまじまじ見てるうちに、また怖い気持ちが蘇ってきちまったぜ。
ベアトリーチェは怖くないよ。敬いを持っていればね。持ってないと。ね、シャノン。
Shannon, like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not sure about the laughter part, but
夜回りの使用人たちの間でも、時折人影を見たとか、黄金の蝶を見たとかいう噂が。
うわあ、去年だか一昨年だかに使用人の人が階段から転げ落ちて大怪我してやめたじゃん。
so badly injured that they quit. Man,
ベアトリーチェの呪いだなんてさ
I remember that. Actually, yeah, I do remember that story. Yeah, they told the story like a couple times now, a few times. Jessica told it like a ghost story, trying to scare Erika, but Erika just laughed.
なんだよ、薄気味悪いな。ただの事故だろ。 偶然だろ。
おじい様がここに肖像画を掲げてすぐのことだから、一昨年のことだと思うよ。
Oh, the timing.
まさにここの大階段から落ちて怪我をしたんだよね。
Well then.
そうそう、このバカでかい肖像画は何しろインパクトあったから。
Yeah, that thing's like a wall's length, like
掲げられてすぐは
most
屋敷
likely.
中であれはなんだと話題になったも
It'd
ん
be
だ
kind
よ。
of cool having a portrait of
それでそ
yourself.
の後すぐにここで事故があったもんだから、
That's like that
ベ
big?
アトリーチェの呪いだってことになってさ。
ベアトリーチェの階段云々はこの肖像画の後から？
いえ、その前からもベアトリーチェ様の霊が歩き回っているという噂はありました。でもこの肖像画が掲げられてからはもっとそういう話が増えた気がします。
今までは魔女ベアトリーチェと聞いても具体的なイメージが湧かなかったからだろうね。この肖像画によって具体的になり、より一層以後の階段に厚みが出たんだと思うな。
そもそも魔女ベアトリーチェなんて誰が言い出したんです？
じいさまだぜ。我が最愛の魔女ベアトリーチェってよく取り乱して叫んでたから、この肖像画が出てくるまでは顔の想像もつかなかったけど。
こんな薄気味悪い肖像画がでーんと飾られたら、そりゃ階段の一つや二つできて当然だろうぜ。音楽室のベートーベンの肖像画も学校創立者の銅像もみんなちょうどいい階段の音章じゃねえか。
確かにこんなに古風な薄暗いお屋敷でずっとこんな風雨の音を聞いていたら、そういう階段の一つや二つ生まれてもおかしくはなさそうです。まあ所詮は階段、妄想、おとぎ話、取るにも足らない寝ぼけたうつけ者のざれ言以下ですが。
Erika looked up at the portrait and smiled at it defiantly. Maria's face immediately soured as though she felt that this smile was disrespectful to Bito. Oh.
ベアトリーチェはいる。そんなこと言ってるときっとエリカに魔女の呪いがあるよ。おや、
怖い魔女の呪い、大いに望むところですよ。
Yo, don't be mocking Maria like that. Disrespectful.
これでエリカが明日の朝変死してたら
Beatrice exists.
殺人事件の幕開けだな。おいおい、お前探偵なんだろ。探偵がいきなり殺されるなんて斬新すぎるぜ。
おや、それは困りますね。現場検証に差し支えます。なるほど、ノックスにも探偵を殺してはならないとは書いてある。
マリア、いいもの持ってる。ベアトリーチェの呪いを防げるお守り。
Oh, yep. There we go.
お守
A
り？
charm.
そんなのあるのか。
After fishing around her bag, Maria pulled a string of beads attached to the metal that had a scorpion drawn on it. It looked like the cheap prize from an arcade or something.
なんです？これ。
魔除けのお守りなの。効果は弱いけれど、これをつけてれば今夜一晩はきっとベアトリーチェの呪いを避けられるよ。他にもクモの巣が魔除けに効くとも聞きました。ベアとはきっと蝶の化身だからクモも苦手なんだね。
あれ、それは悪食島の悪霊が苦手な方じゃなかったっけ。熊沢さんが詳しいよな、そういうの。
魔女の悪霊？
There are evil spirits too.
少し興味を持ちました。よかったらゲストハウスでもう少し話を聞かせてもらえませんか？
こちらが皆さんの傘です。お使いください。外はまだだいぶ雨が強いのでお気をつけください。
Shannon handed out umbrellas she had brought. Everyone headed towards the front door. Okay. After that, when there were none left standing in front of the portrait, a gold butterfly appeared. Then expanding out into a spray of gold, it took a human form. Beatrice. In the hall, empty now that the children had left, Bito stood alone and silently looking up at her own portrait. Without a doubt, the figure depicted there was like her, as an image in a mirror. However, it felt as though its eyes and expressions were just a little different from hers. From her perspective, while the person in the portrait was almost indefinitely close to her, it was just as surely a different person entirely. Bito had already finished reading the fragments from Featherine's archive that showed the tales of all the games so far. However, the witch called Beatrice, who had been depicted in them, had been so vastly different from her. At the very end, it looked as though that the witch and Battler had connected just a little bit as adversaries, but for the most part, Beatrice had just bullied Battler in nearly all of the tales. Even though this was about her, she had no idea why Beatrice had tormented Battler so much when she had supposedly been born for Battler's sake. All she had learned from Featherine's archive was that the former Bito was a completely different person who defied understanding. She had also been listening to the conversation Battler and others had just been having. Beatrice can't handle scorpion charms. Beatrice can't deal with spider webs. It wasn't as though she would like to touch either of those if she had the choice, but nothing bad would happen if she did. Being perfectly fine around those proved that she wasn't Beatrice. Even though it was about herself, she didn't understand at all, so she quietly gazed into her own eyes on the portrait. It felt as though the truth hid behind those eyes. Bito slowly approached the portrait, and then she lightly touched it. When she did, it felt as though the portrait rippled slightly. Yes. This is a doorway. A doorway to the long path that would lead her to the Golden Witch Beatrice. Bito felt a bit dizzy. She lost her balance, feeling as though the world was twisting around her. Then she couldn't tell which way was up or down, and was swallowed downwards. With a soft, watery sound, Bito was sucked into the portrait. Bam, 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 bam. The world inside the portrait was pitch black. However, there was nothing unsettling about it. It was a comfortable darkness, like when you put your head under the covers in bed at night. Bito realized this was a world inside herself. So despite the darkness, she felt a warm embrace. As long as she asked for nothing, this world would ask nothing of her. But she couldn't remain like this. She didn't want to spend eternity inside the darkness of this world. Yes, I need to hatch out of my egg. This darkness is the inside of my heart. This darkness is the inside of the shell that surrounds the gold butterfly called Beatrice. She put her purpose, her reason for being born into words. As if in response to those words, the seal on the shell began to melt away. Cracks appeared in darkness, and a brilliant light enveloped the world. And so Beatrice was born. Oh! Huh? There I stood, along with another me. For a second, I thought that the me in front of me was the real Beatrice, the one I wanted to be more like. However, she was looking back at me with the same bewildered eyes, so I realized that wasn't quite it. That's right. I wasn't the only one born from the egg. She was also born. My twin. No, it feels a bit different. How can I put it? Both of us are lacking something and immature. Yes. Both of us are chicks, but we are also fragments of the true Beatrice. It felt as though the two of us together could become the real Beatrice. No one explained this to us. However, we naturally understood. I decided to talk to this other me. Unless we get to know and become one with her, I won't be able to become the Beatrice Father desires. In other words, the thing that Father wants from me was so heartbroken to find missing must be something that she has. Konnichiwa. Oh dang, she got upset about that. The Beatrice with her hair down looked at me dubiously several times, then finally spoke. Because I am you. I am me. She used the word Wawara to refer to herself, just like the true Beatrice, yeah. It looked like she really does have something that I lack.
Ushiromiya バトラに仕えるために生まれてきました。わらわは黄金の魔女にしてロッケン島の夜の支配者。Ushiromiya バトラは知っているが、あのような小僧になぜに仕えねばならぬのか理解に苦しむ。
I realized that the thought I had a second ago, that together we could become the true Beatrice, must really have been true. Though the person in front of me does have the part that makes her a witch, which I lack, she does not possess the mission to live for Ushiromiya Battler's sake. She has what I do not, and I'm sure I have something that she does not.
私たちはきっと二人で一人の存在なんです。双子みたいなものだと思います。いいや違う。そなたはわらわの妹だ。わらわはそなたが生まれるよりずっと前からここにいる。え？そうだったんですか。
I was born later? So does that mean that the mission to live for Ushiromiya Battler's sake was born later on? However, I don't think my existence is something quite as faint and intangible as a mission. I have enough of a personality to think and act as I'm doing right now. So the witch, Beato, and I are separate people, both of us possessing something the other lacks. In that sense, maybe it's fitting for us to call ourselves sisters, as she says. Makes sense. I'd go along with that. Because before this portrait was put up, so... They said the portrait was put up, what, 2 years ago? So this is before 2 years ago. I want to know about you. At least before 2 years ago.
なぜにそのような言葉遣いであり、バトラに仕えねばならぬのか。そしてどうやら、それを理解せぬ限り、わらわたちは互いに未熟らしい。私は、完全なベアトリーチェになりたいんです。わらわはそなたが生まれるまで、これで完全な存在だった。
I was complete. Yeah, makes sense. Now that you have appeared, I'm not. Yeah, because there's another side of her that she... Okay.
そなたを受け入れるのがわらわの定めであるように思う。わらわもまたそなたのことを知りたい。
The witch Bito's tone was very slightly arrogant, matching with her self-proclaimed status as the older sister. However, since we both realized that we were the same person, there was no need to be unkind. This was probably because she understood, after meeting me, that her current form was not her real self.
ここはどこですか?
Rokkenjima, the Ushiromiya
お
mansion.
屋敷のホール? あ、
Bitsu gasped. Her portrait wasn't there. Does that mean that this was at least 2 years in the past? Yep.
そうとも。後ろ宮の屋敷のホールである。夜はわらわの時間。そして夜の屋敷はわらわのものだ。金蔵の間抜けは相変わらずわらわを蘇らせようだの、捕らえようだのと躍起になっている。皮肉な話よ。そのわらわはこうして堂々と毎晩屋敷を支配しているというのに。
あなたはここで何を？
体を失い、あの肉々しい鎮守の社により魔力もない。しかし、わずかずつに日々、
bit by bit,
魔力は蘇りつつあるのだ。最後には見事復活を遂げ、あの金蔵を嘲笑ってやりたいぞ。わらわは見事、そなたの檻を抜け出したとな。その笑いだけを楽しみに、夜な夜な徘徊して、暇つぶしをしている亡霊といったところよ。
ご一緒してもいいですか？
無論。何しろ、そなたもまたわらわの一部。右腕の同行を断る左腕がどこにいる？断る道理もない。そなたを迎えようぞ。我が妹。新しきベアトリーチェよ。
ありがとうございます。お姉様。
こそばゆい呼び方だ。だが悪くない。さあ、参ろうか。夜の屋敷を散歩しよう。わらわの退屈な日常を紹介しようぞ。
This is nice though. Just going about the hallways at night. The two Beatrices changed their forms into two gold butterflies and floated silently into the depths of the shadowy mansion. Hold up, what song is this? Hold up. Oh, I guess I can't pause. But I'll check it out later. The source of magic.
私は今でもそうなんですが、うっかり屋さんで。
Well, yeah, I'm gonna end it right here, y'all. So that's like a little nice, calm before the storm, even though there is a storm happening. Okay, there we go. I gotta say, let me save. So yeah, we'll continue on Thursday with some more of this. Yeah, we're back for a twice a week schedule. But yeah, I'm liking what's going. Yeah, we got Erika on the island. That's a nice little riddle section. I like that we go back and touch base back with that opening scene. I guess here and there we're going to go back to that, and eventually it'll tie into some other stuff, and we'll get the full story in that maybe. But anyways, I don't got much to say after this, so thank you for tuning in. Yeah, see you on Thursday. I want to close my blinds, so that's why I end it right here too. And it's also hot. I'm burning up. What's the degrees in here? Did it cool down in here? It's 91 degrees now. I went up by 1 degree in this room. Yeah, I'm going in right here. I gotta go downstairs. I was gonna get lightheaded. So yeah, we're back on Thursday for Umineko. Friday, I plan on playing a new visual novel, a new VN. I'll announce it on Thursday, but I'm debating between 2 games. I might play one, and then I'll play one later on in the month. But yeah, I'll let you know more information on that on Friday, and on Thursday. Yeah, but I'm playing on Friday. So yeah, anything else? No, that's about it. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't changed my closer thing yet, but I'll change it eventually. I don't like the song I have for that either. I was listening to that the other day, I was like, yo, what the heck is this ending? I need to change the image, I need to change the music, man. But anyways, enjoy this closer theme and everything. Peace and out. Boom!